Bruh, I'm gonna lose track.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mask and Patch Gaming Podcast.
Did you have to shoot me that many times?
Yeah, I had to, man. Those were love bullets. You pull the trigger on my love gun, Sinfanta. Sinfantastic.
New mic brought to you by Bravery Studios.
Woo woo, wooty woo. We got Sin. Sin's got a new microphone over there. Show it off, dude. Show it off.
Oh, wait, show it off.
Hold up. Hold the mic up. I came in with the mic in my hand.
That's a mighty big mic there.
Yeah, so this podcast is officially now sponsored by the Blue Yeti. It's a good microphone if you guys need to. It's a good starting point microphone if you're doing streaming or podcasting. So definitely go scoop that up if you need to, if you want to upgrade from just using the webcam mic. We also have an amazing special guest. It's our first guest. This guy's the first guest. The first of the first of the first of the first.
The first.
Everybody give it up for AlexHero8.
Much appreciated. Thanks for having me.
Wowzers. Sin, I think now that Alex is here, this officially makes this podcast.
This is a certified hood classic.
This podcast is now officially a hood classic.
I come from Patterson, New Jersey. Twitch.tv/Sinfanta. Oh wait, that's not what you meant. Oh, we're not.
This podcast is now officially a certified hood classic. Now that Alex is here.
This is a certified
Much
hood
appreciated.
classic.
Okay, I'll stop talking now. Someone else talk.
Right. What up? It's your boy Sinfanta, and we're here on this brand new episode. And I bet you didn't expect this coming, but it doesn't matter. I hope you're excited that we're all here to talk about some gaming news.
Gaming news.
And so, what we got up first, which is kind of interesting because we were trash talking a little bit before, but I'm a little interested. I'm interested in the game, but I'm kind of like peeved off by how the game developers are talking about it. Because the game developers for Hitman 3, right? So we're talking about Hitman 3. The game developers on Hitman 3 are out here, instead of promoting, such as like the video with the accolades, like who cares about the accolades? And they're out here promoting the locations look as realistic as Berlin. I'm so excited. Listen, all right, I just care about the missions. I just care about how I'm gonna get to this target, about how I'm gonna move around the mission. That's all I particularly care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys something. Me and Sin had an argument about bringing this up on the podcast. It was our first real fight. I almost cried because I was like, Sin, I don't want to talk about Hitman. We don't know anything about Hitman. We don't have a lot to say about it. Alex doesn't care about it. I don't care about it. You care about it, so we'll talk about it. So yeah, we gave each other black eyes, and then we said, fine, we'll talk about it. But yeah, it was. I think that's the story there. The story there is that this almost didn't make it on the podcast, but it made it on the podcast somehow. And that's all I really have to say about Hitman. I really haven't played any of those games and don't really care for the series much. It doesn't have an artistic style to me, and I think that's what turns me off with the series.
Are you saying you don't like bald people?
I don't.
I knew it.
Me and Vin Diesel have had spaghetti for a long time, and eventually it's gonna become saucy. Eventually.
Wait. So you picking Vin Diesel because you know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will whoop your behind?
Of course, I'm fighting Vin. I'm not fighting The Rock. I mean, I respect my body, man. You know what do you think this is?
So what's gonna happen the day I go bald?
We're gonna have to have a long conversation.
You already have. What do you mean?
I let my hair grow back.
Oh.
You already went bald at one point. You shaved
I already shaved it off. See, but Marv don't know that.
No, I know. I saw the live stream of you going bald.
Oh crap! That's right.
Alex, you have it. Alex, you have any thoughts on the Hitman series? I don't really have a lot on it, but
I personally do not have any info about the Hitman series, but I don't necessarily hate it. I just haven't gotten into it like Sin has or anyone. So that's why I was quiet about it.
He's having to mind my business.
But I will say, which I'm finding interesting, the Hitman Series 3 is digital. It has its biggest digital launch in franchise history, and I'm pretty sure the Nintendo Switch release has something to do with that. Don't sit here and try to downplay the Nintendo Switch's power to be able to sell games.
Is it only digitally on Switch? Is that it?
I don't think so.
Okay. I was gonna say the pandemic also has quadrupled the digital sales for a lot of games. So in this day and age, the brick and mortar, the physical copy, that's going the way of the birds for a lot of people.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I personally don't own a lot of physical games anymore. I have very little. Maybe Mario Kart and Smash Bros are like my only games I have physical. So, but no, I don't want to take away Hitman's thunder. Shout out to them. Shout out to those developers. From what I've seen of the game, it looks good. It's just not really particularly my cup of Joe. That's all I really have on that.
The one thing that it makes me sad about it is that speaking about brick and mortar, I prefer physical copies.
I do too. I just feel like, I'm 30, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of space to put game cases, and I don't have a lot of time to go to the video game stores. And also I don't like GameStop. I have a vendetta. Like I have a mortal a mission to end GameStop. Like I walk in there with a katana when I go. And but I do like local mom and pop. I do like local mom and pop stores. Like I go to Young Store in Patterson. That's a Game Mania. Shout out to them. They're like the last of the local mom and pop stores here in Jersey. And I do go to Digital Press, which is a vintage retro gaming store, which is like a museum. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I know it's a franchise, but Best Buy still sells video games as well. So
yeah, I don't have anything personally against Best Buy, but I don't
have anything against Best Buy. At least they're worried about selling stuff for their actual prices, but or for free if you're not satisfied with something. But GameStop, on the other hand, I'm kind of up your vote about that. I've had a fair share of experience with them.
Hey, before you leave the store, we want to ask you, do you want to sign up? No, just let me buy the game. All right. Well, before you pay for the game. All right. But yeah, I personally, fine if the brick and mortar stores go, I'll definitely be sad to see them go. But it is what it is. Got to move with the times. We're getting old.
Even though I say that too, like I don't think brick and mortar is that close to stop existing, because like we live on the East Coast. Internet's decent here, or I don't know how it is in other parts, but I know in the center of the United States, internet is not as like in every household like it is here. Or not as powerful there as it is here. So the brick and mortar will exist in the areas that will need it. But as for me, I just don't. I've moved on. I've moved on personally. And I had a little bit of mustache hair in my mouth, which is gross, man. What the hell? But yeah.
Your mustache is trying to outgrow your body.
My mustache is a certified hood classic.
This is a certified hood classic.
Okay.
It's coming out.
Yeah. Alex, where are you from, by the way, bro? What state are you in? Or if you're even in America?
The one state that always gets memed on every time I bring it up, but Alabama, the South.
Bama.
Alabama.
Shout out to Bama, man. Bama. Alabama, man. You ever see that South Park action figure?
Yes. Yep.
Alabama, man. Where's my food? Alabama, man. Alabama, man, kicks ass.
That is nice here, though. Weather is nice.
That's awesome, man. That's good stuff. It's freezing here in Jersey, bro.
I bet.
Yeah. Nipples are sharp right now. It's freezing.
Yeah, it's real cold. We just gotta sit here and act like we're okay.
Go outside like houseway.
Houseway.
No problem.
But moving forward, let's talk about Takaya Imamura. Now, I wasn't familiar with this guy until I heard the announcement of his retirement. and I didn't know how deeply involved in Nintendo's like artifices it was, but he was. But yo, this guy apparently is the designer for Captain Falcon, Fox McCloud, Tingle, and many other characters. He was the sole designer of Majora's Mask, like every character, the moon. The name Majora came from combining Jumanji and his name together, Imamura and Jumanji, and apparently he's worked at Nintendo. I mean, let's run it down. He's been there since 1989. The year I was born, he was working at Nintendo. So this guy just recently retired. He was a graphic artist where his first project was F-Zero. He designed the cars, the pilots, the racers. Afterwards, he worked on Star Fox, where he handled non-polygon graphics and characters. I'm reading this off of his fandom wiki, which could have some inconsistencies or some non-truths on it, but just bear with us. I just want to go down this guy's legacy because apparently he did so much that probably went unrewarded, or we never gave him his flowers because we didn't know his name. Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda. It's the weirdest Zelda, and I'm a weirdo, man. Like, I'm weird, bro. Like, you don't know, give me a sound effect. And the fact that he designed a lot of that game, or almost the entirety of it, I'm already a big fan of his. In the GameCube era, let's see, he went on. Oh, he didn't do a lot in the GameCube era scenes. He worked out with outside companies. He did work on the Steel Diver. My mistake, Captain Locks or whatever. But yeah, this is awesome. He just recently retired, and I felt like he deserved the spotlight just because, I like to give people their flowers while they're still around to smell them.
Right. It's pretty interesting because he wasn't that part of that company. He was part of that company for so long. He should have been in some Nintendo Directs somewhere. Never saw his face.
Yeah. He should have definitely gotten some praise for it. But not everybody's for the spotlight and all that jazz. But just going down the games he's worked on, F-Zero, he worked on Link to the Past. He was an object designer. Star Fox graphic designer, Stunt Racer FX CG designer, Donkey Kong for Game Boy CG designer, Star Fox 64, F-Zero X, Majora's Mask, Star Fox Adventures, F-Zero GX, F-Zero GP, F-Zero Climax, Star Fox Assault. A lot of Star Fox and a lot of F-Zero and those are two of my favorites.
No, he was involved with the creating of the Legend of Zelda as well. So,
a little bit of Zelda sprinkled in. He's got a nice resume, man. He's got a really nice resume. And shout out to him. Round of applause for him and his work.
Yeah,
time at Nintendo.
Very nice.
Alabama man.
Now the thing that makes me sad about this is that the old guard has changed over the last 2 years. And fine, we may need that change because, as we've stated in the past in the podcast, Nintendo hasn't had a good track record of way too much traditionalism. But there is the good part, the good ones that are the game devs. Those are the ones that I don't want to leave, but those are the ones that are exactly leaving. So he wound up, even though he was a president, he was a video gamer. He was a video game maker at heart. Freaking Miyamoto, like he's already in the backdrops, just like I'm just gonna be working in the studio back here. Like, you see the studio in Japan, like the car rides and all. Let's come have fun. I'm like, bro, get back to making video games. You still got another 50 years left in your tank. And he's like, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. He's like, no, come inside. Demo. I gotta go.
I see the little trivia thing on the bottom of the page. Like, I don't know how much of this is true, but it says Imamura, and I've been butchering his name the whole time that I've been saying it, but it says he based the Star Fox characters on members of the development team. Fox McCloud was Shigeru Miyamoto. Falco Lombardi was Tsuyoshi Watanabe. Peppy Hair was Katsuya I'm sorry. Iguchi. Oh.
Katsuya Iguchi.
And Slippy Toe was based off Yoichi Yamada. So, just going off these characters' personalities, I think it's pretty dope that I think most developers base the characters in their games off people they know. So whoever Peppy Hair was or Slippy Toad, they got to be funny people in real life. And Falco's got to be the cocky guy in the team. But
oh Lord, Well, I guess somebody gets Slippy out of this damn page now.
Hey Einstein, I'm on your side. The Star Fox characters in 64 had the best lines. Help, Fox!
Help, Fox! Oh no, Slippy's dead. Nice.
Oh, saved by the great Star Fox. How lovely. I think Falco had the best lines. Falco was dope. We gotta put some Falco lines on the soundboard here. We definitely gotta add some.
The old wolf was better. You're good.
Can't let you do that,
better.
Star Fox.
Can't let you do that, Starfox.
The Emperor's ordered us to take you down. Yeah, we gonna have the root. I don't even know what Pigma says. Pigma just comes in like.
I bet you Pig was from Alabama.
Alabama man. Yeah, but it's one more time. Round of applause for Takaya Imamura. He's dope. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Okay. What we got next on the agenda? Resident Evil 8. Did you guys happen to see the Resident Evil reveal trailer? Resident Evil 8?
No.
I have not yet.
Okay, so I'll pretty much give you a little bit of a rundown. It looks like the setting is going to be taking place in a sort of like Eastern European kind of gothic horror setting. Like there's going to be castles, there's going to be witches, and it's going to be a lot different than the other Resident Evils where it's like scientific horror, like these monsters were created by science. I'm sure that these witches and things are going to be explained away by science, but they're trying to, do like the Castlevania kind of vibe and theme, or Bloodborne kind of vibe with it. It's first person gameplay, so it's not like the remakes of Resident Evil or like the last recent Resident Evil. It's more like Resident Evil 7. And they've got the Resident Evil 4 what's it called, the attaché case or whatever they're called, where you have to fit your items into a puzzle to fit inside the casing and all that other stuff. They've got the salesman. You buy items from the what are you buying guy, but now they have he's like a big fat guy. He's called the Duke, is the guy you buy stuff from. But pretty much my general idea on Resident Evil 8 is that it looks like it's an homage to Resident Evil 4. I don't know if you guys have a close tie to Resident Evil 4. Me personally, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I remember buying it on the GameCube. Day it came out, January 11th, 2005. I remember the day, the year, the minute I brought it. I got out of school and I ran home and played it. It was definitely an amazing experience for me, whole way through, the pacing and everything. So it looks like it's taking a lot of its core elements from Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 also took place in a European, but it was more like Spain, a European village. But yeah, it was more like Spain. And yeah, I mean, I'm hyped for it, but I'm also like, damn, I hate when games are only first person. I like looking at people's butts, man.
Yeah. What happened to that?
I know it's an emergent thing. I know things are scarier in first person because it's like all up in your face or whatnot. But it's like, just like with Cyberpunk, I wasn't too thrilled when they announced that it was only going to be first person view. So
when it was supposed to be third person,
it was supposed to be, and they make you create a character that you're never gonna see. I guess in the sex scenes you probably see them, right, or when you're driving. But for the most part, you barely see them.
Sexy.
But no, I think for a horror game, first person is pretty good. But I don't know. We still have a lot to see about Resident Evil. It's
what?
Come again?
I was sorry. I was going to wait till you finish, but
Go
I was
ahead.
going to say someone did make a fan developed. I know it's a mod, not official, but they did make a third person version of that game.
I know.
Previous one.
I did see it. That was fairly recent, right? A couple months ago. They made
a couple months ago.
Yeah, a third-person version mod for Resident Evil 7, which I haven't gotten to play yet, but I would be interested in seeing how that works. So a lot of the things in that game seem like they were meant to be done first person. Obviously, it was developed with a first person in mind. But but as far as Resident Evil, they have a demo out. I have not played a demo. It's only for, I believe, PS5. So I haven't been able to touch that yet, but
did they really just go the PS5 only route when it's barely available? All right,
well, I think
Yeah.
Sony is using Resident Evil as one of their flagships for the PS5 because it even got announced for the first time at a PS5 event. There is word of a Switch port. I think it's gonna be like how Hitman is. It's gonna be what is it? Either it's gonna be streamable or just gonna be downscaled for the Switch. But as of right now, it's really being used as a flagship title for the PS5, which the PS5 doesn't have a lot of big banger exclusives right now. So it makes sense to me. Am I gonna buy a PS5 for it? Hell no. I'm gonna play it on Steam probably, or if it's on Switch, I'll probably give it a run on that. But yeah, just wait to see what happens. But yeah, for the most part, Resident Evil 8 got announced, showed some stuff. Oh, they also announced a few other Resident Evil projects. They seem to have this, like, I guess it's like a battle royale Resident Evil game, which I don't even know.
That sounds so whack. I don't even want to talk about it.
Dude, it's oh my god, what are they doing? It looks like it's like mobile Switch. It's probably like Fortnite styled. You play as all the Resident Evil characters and you can play as the monsters. I forgot what it was called. I think it was RE-verse, like as in reverse or something like that. I don't know. It was a bad title too. That looked really bad, and that had a bad taste in my mouth at the end of the Resident Evil 8 trailer. There is rumors of a Resident Evil 4 remake on the horizon, which strikes me kind of odd because the new game Resident Evil 8 seems to be pulling so much from Resident Evil 4. Why remake 4 then if 8 is almost a spiritual successor to it? But I don't know. That's somewhere down the pipeline. And that's as much Resident Evil news I have for you guys today. I don't really...
Yeah, I was watching the trailer as you were talking. I'm like... Okay, so I'm actually done watching the trailer as soon as you said that. I don't think the whole like witches thing appears to me at all. Like it doesn't appeal because I'm not scared about it. I'm not scared about that at all.
Well, one of them is like 8 feet tall, so I think that's supposed to be like the intimidation factor there. I don't know, but there's werewolves, there's medieval monsters. I know they're gonna explain it away with science by the end of it, but it's like when I saw that trailer, the first thing that was going through my head was like, man, we really need a new Castlevania game.
Yeah, right.
That'd be nice.
Like, what is Konami doing over there with the pachinko stuff? Like, give us a modern Castlevania.
I don't even listen. The last time they made anything was they just desecrated Coach. They just desecrated a Snake. So I don't.
I mean, we got Bomberman on the Switch when the Switch released.
That was before like the all the shenanigans happened.
Yeah.
No, because Metal Gear Solid came out 2015. Metal Gear Solid 5.
Wait, you're talking about Bomberman R?
Yeah, Bomberman R. That's the last Konami game I really can think of being released recently. And that was 2017. Yeah. That was the launch game for Switch. So yeah, man, can we get a new? Can somebody scoop up the Castlevania IP and make a new Resident Evil? Like, I mean, not new Resident Evil, new Castlevania. My bad. But yeah, make that happen. What we got next though?
What we got? Well, we got some Pokemon news. The new Pokemon game. I need it, please. Like, just put it in my hands. I need to sprinkle it in.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All right, listen, okay, look, all right, this is not what this is. It's not like that, but just put it in my hands, please, and I'll deal with it in my fingers. I mean, what? So they're talking about how the newer details are evaluated on the photos, and for those that Pokemon Snap aficionados, you understand that that's actually the most valuable part of the game, because that's obviously how your photos get evaluated, scaled, and then you take them on and you can unlock more things. And so they're talking about how the newer photo evaluation will be based on subject poses, how large they appear, how directly they're facing you, and where they fall in frame. So where they are positioned is going to be in comparison to how big they are and the pose they're taking. So that's actually pretty huge, that's actually pretty standard to what it was. But at the same time, the where they fall in frame is the newer concept. Back in the day, it was more like if you can get them to strike a pose in a particular way, such as throwing an apple and getting like an electrode to explode, and then you're taking a picture.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of those features were already in the original, but I guess the framing might matter, because you could take some bad pictures in the original and get high points for it as long as something's happening in the picture. I'm glad we're talking about this, because I just saw Harmonia. Shout out to Acoustic Harmonia on Twitch. He was just streaming Pokemon Snap. I think he beat the whole game in 4 hours or whatever. So I have like fresh in my head how it works when they evaluate your pictures. And it doesn't sound like it's changing much. I guess the framing. I guess the framing is the big thing there.
Yeah. I just, I hope that the interacting with the Pokemon is different, so that you could provoke newer interactions, and then the interactions are what scale the evaluation even more, because that's also important, the interaction. So yeah. My whole jazz is that I hope they add longevity to the game. I hope that you can go back to the same place. I hope there's a lot of different branching paths in certain levels, because the one thing when watching Harmonia play it was that, wow, you really do just like do a little 3-minute like rail hike through a stage and run into the same Pokemon over and over. Your options are very limited. You can just throw stuff at them and hope to get a different reaction out of it, but there's not a lot of depth there in the gameplay. So I hope they add some depth and some longevity to Pokemon Snap. For those that don't know, essentially it used to work that you got very limited rail paths to go through, and you had different items to make the Pokemon do different things, and each time you only had a limited amount of time to throw each item. So therefore, you would have to go back through that route and try something new with said item, and then you could see what the reaction was, and then you get a better photo. So it was more backtracking than freaking Metroid. Shout out to Metroid. What's Metroid Prime for? Hello?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, we're the Metroid guys.
Do it!
Release it.
Just do it!
Listen here.
Release it.
Listen to yes, Alex. Join me. Insane. Get it done, Nintendo.
Alabama man.
Are you not? We're just gonna remind him of that the whole time, aren't we?
The song is just stuck in my head, or the phrase, or whatever. It's just.
Oh my god.
It's just really stuck in my head. Hey, what are you gonna do? Whoa, Rocky 3 was a good movie.
It's here. It's here.
We almost went the whole episode without it.
I am so excited. I'm so excited. I need the voice.
We almost went the whole episode without it, so I had to let it out. You know what I'm saying? So what do we got? We got Nintendo Music Takedown on YouTube next. Alex, you want to lead this one? Put you on the spot. You're on the spot.
Spot.
I mean, I kind of wish I had. How about Sid, you start? And
take your time. We're here. We're not gonna go anywhere. I got a beer to drink.
The pressure. Okay.
I gotta watch me drink this beer.
Okay, so I know that Nintendo started taking down music like back in December 9 or December 9th, somewhere around there. It was last month. They were taking a step further on Nintendo music soundtracks entirely. They started with Smash back in, I don't know, like I barely remember when they took down Smash, but they originally did not too long ago Mario Galaxy and Mario 64 soundtracks, which
it was like 2018, right? They were started
with Smash ones. Yeah. But I know they did complete wipe of both games for no reason. Like they didn't do No Warning, which I don't know, that they were just, I get it's their IP and they don't want anything on YouTube that's because of their rights, but that was just weird. Like,
well, there's definitely money to be made through their music. They can easily go to Spotify and Apple and say, hey, we'll drop the Super Mario 64 soundtrack on Apple, and people could pay to buy the album or whatever on Apple or Spotify. Whereas on YouTube, I could just go listen to it for free, and Nintendo won't get a penny off of it, right? So I understand the music takedown, and I get where they're coming from. At the same time, if that's not what's happening, if they're not going to put it available somewhere else, and I'm not going to be able to listen to this music without popping in the Super Mario 3D, whatever it's called, collection music player, then that sucks. Like if you're just taking it down and not giving us anywhere else to listen to it at, I mean, that sucks. That's one of the problems with video game preservation that people are fighting against, because it's like, you know, video games, it's the hardest thing, the history of gaming, and it's the hardest thing to preserve. You lose the music, you lose the files, the ROMs, the emulators, you lose all that, and there's some games you just can't even play anymore because that stuff is gone. There's some videos you can't even watch. There's some like it really is a video game preservation issue that I think is the grand issue here with taking things down off of the internet and not giving people the chance to listen to it somewhere else, or play it somewhere else, watch it somewhere else.
I feel as though that could be easily solved just by creating an entity for video game making, producing ad revenue, and then just being like, hey, look, we're the company, we'll just take over the claims, and here's some ads. Like, that's it. And let us play the damn songs. Like, it's not.
It is an easy fix, right? You would think so. I mean, let's see where their music ends up, because if it's not on YouTube, if it's not Nintendo releasing it on YouTube, if it's not on Spotify, not on Apple, and you can't listen to it anywhere.
I mean, Alex, how did you feel about that? Like when you saw your favorite songs going down, you're like, what?
Start throwing chairs.
I was honestly disappointed. Like I even agreed with your viewpoint about it, you know, because of money or their own rights. But if they just offer it on some online platform instead of what they sometimes do, like rarely, which is on CDs. Like they used to put them in, just sold them on discs. But
oh, you remember those days? Yeah, that was.
I get. They started that back in Club Nintendo days.
Yeah.
Oh, your Club Nintendo used to be so good.
That was one of the things I looked forward to. But the last thing they touched on the topic of music was I don't know if it's even an attempt really, but Mario 3D All Stars, they put all the.
Yeah, it was an attempt.
It was okay.
It was all right.
I don't think I would ever want to turn on my Switch and turn on a game to be able to listen to music like that. Like, it seems like a waste of energy to do all that. But
They're going with the whole Nintendo Switch. It's portable. Like, listen, it's portable, but not that portable. Listen, the size of the package matters, and I have two packages next to each other, and then my pockets are pretty limited.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you have the power to.
I'm still talking about packages.
all I got to say to Nintendo is
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help, Nintendo. Stop it. Just stop taking stuff off the internet.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah,
right.
This is the thing that I just rails me about Nintendo. They have such progressive views on innovation within video games. They have such great games, but when it comes to business decision making, oh my god.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy people. They're crazy people, huh? Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
You actually sounded like it for a second. I actually thought you played the clip twice.
I did too for a minute.
Yeah, I sound like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you did. For a second, you absolutely sound like it.
Come on, Bugs Bunny. Let's play some ball.
No. Listen, we're not gonna talk about that movie because I just finished. Listen, no, I just finished watching. Oh my lord, Maddie, I remember the video.
Like an eagle.
Oh my, no.
Come on, it's Slim, and welcome to the gym. Come on, everybody, get it. Yo, Space Jam had good music. Don't take Space Jam music off YouTube. Come on, Nintendo, leave us with the Space Jam music at least.
Stop it. Get some help.
Come on, it's Slim, and welcome to the gym. You remember? Yeah, round of applause for Space Jam. That's a good movie.
It is. I'm still waiting on that supposed sequel that they announced a while back.
They dropped
it was gonna be trash.
It'll probably have a lot of memes in it. If it has a lot of memes, I'm with it. I'm okay with it.
I'd be okay with the memes as long as it's not, God forbid, Fortnite.
Oh God, yeah. Oh my God, they're gonna put Bugs Bunny in Fortnite. Oh my God, you just ruined it for me.
Oh, no.
Anyway, guys, it's time for our.
And now, our feature presentation.
Alex,
That was good.
Alex, you have a crazy story for us, I guess, and I don't know anything.
Boy.
I'm totally gonna be blindsided by this. Go ahead.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So as I shared with you already, in case you want to know, but recently I was being shared this from like a couple others and even on Twitter that there was this Twitch streamer that he's a father. He was playing Madden, which I wasn't really appealed to, but I watched the clip. He was I don't know. He was very angry at the game, and the one thing that kind of made me a bit upset about it was the how he reacted to his infant son. That I kind of yikes.
I put the video there so he can watch what you're talking about.
Yeah, let me turn the volume down. Let me take a look at this. I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything that happened here.
Yeah.
But let me just gander at this.
God damn it! We gotta bleep that out.
Jesus. All right, yeah, I'm gonna mute that. But holy,
$300 fucking.
oh my God.
He's holding the baby. Yeah. Can I fucking press pause? Just sit right here. Stop.
Holy,
can
all
hear it. We
right,
can
I
absolutely
can't
hear
even,
it.
I can't even watch that. Holy crap, bro.
I
Whoa.
was like,
And he puts the child down.
Like aggressively
And
too,
then-
man. Like,
and then he
No. And then he yelled at it. He yells at it at the end. Like completely yells at it to shut that up.
I was just like, I felt bad for the kid with it more than anything. But I responded to it. It was very infuriating and upsetting to watch.
Yeah. Read your tweet longer. It's important.
I said my personal thoughts on the matter. I say the streamer, which I'm not going to promote his name, but
Yeah. Don't.
man, you watched it cool and professionally so hard. Like Christ, like I felt bad for this kid. That was horrible parenting, and I'm not the type of person to judge about parenting.
you have kids?
No, I do not. That's why I said I'm not the type of
Okay.
person to judge on someone's parenting.
We're none of us are fathers here, right? Well, Sin might have some in Mongolia, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Mongolia is Canada. Get it right.
There you go.
I like that thing.
Alabama man.
He complains about the game instead of and he buys a $300 controller instead of a stable internet connection. Like, I don't know if you noticed his clip was a bit laggy. That's his actual setup. He yelled at his son. I even stay as an example. I've seen people with anger issues. We all have them at times, or it's life, etc. But that was insane, and I hated it. I really.
Yeah.
I was
Why
like, I
not?
actually raged for 20 minutes about it. I was like, God.
Why not put your child down, walk it off, yell somewhere else, and come back to the child? Like, you understand, at that level, at that age, your child is like fully trusting in you, and the ease of breakage of trust is the thread is so thin. You understand? Like, this child is barely able to comprehend the world yet. So
Yeah.
you can even see when the child puts up his hand, it's defenseless. So now all of a sudden it's thinking, this person, parent, entity that I trust is breaking that trust. I'm putting up my hand because I don't know what's happening. I can't defend myself. Like, what are you doing? What are you literally just broke the trust, and that child is gonna have a traumatic experience later on down their life without realizing why to begin with. Anyways,
yeah, Michael Jordan to that guy.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, that was bad, man. That was bad.
what I was gonna say, I agree with you to it longer completely because I may not have kids, but I raised kids, and it's a whole different ballgame for a human being to be able to raise a child. It takes a lot of patience because you have to kind of re-dig yourself. When you raise a child, you actually find out a lot of things about yourself in particular, because you have to kind of, when you're in the me time moment, dig down yourself, because they're gonna absolutely frustrate you, absolutely You know, if there's a parent out there that claims that their child didn't frustrate them, they didn't hate their child for some moment at some point, they're full of crap. That doesn't work that way. But the dichotomy of good and bad is the perfect balance, because you keep the bad inside so that you can use it for yourself, and because you realize what it is that you hate about yourself, you realize what it is that you used to do wrong, and then you address it properly to the child, to the best of your ability, so that when he in the future raises a child, they raise a child properly and to the best of their ability in a better fashion. And the generations continue to loop, and so we can get continually better. And that's why you see family members get regressively worse when they don't parent properly. In this instance, this man is sitting here playing Madden of all things with a $300 haircut, with a $300 controller, with a sorry ass connection, with a priceless child, with a whole family on the side, with a whole bunch of people watching, with a audience watching while you're doing it. Oh, well, now there's a lot of people watching. So, with all these things on the line, you decided that this would be a good idea. What's happening to you? So,
Like
you have a lot of
man,
issues you got to deal with.
Get some help.
This is what gives gamers a bad name. When people see stuff like that, they're like, "Oh, you see, this is the problem with gamers today. They get all mad on the internet and start slamming stuff around their kids or family or whatever." This is what they think of when they think of toxic gamers, and it sucks. It sucks that this guy is pushing almost a stereotype that it's not everyone, but damn.
Yeah, that's good to say. Yeah, it's not everyone.
It's not everyone, but damn, man, that definitely sucks to have seen something like that. Hopefully, this guy watched that back and was like, "Whoa, I was tripping, dude. Like, I don't know why I let it get to that level, and to do that live, like with your kid and aggressively moving him around or moving, like, dude, like that's nasty stuff, man."
Yeah, but in conclusion, guys, that's not every video gamer. The reason it triggers us so much is because we used to have that stigma on us for so long that video gamers react to such. And we even used to make fun of it, because in the beginning, yes, it used to be that way, because in the beginning, it used to be very competitive, because in the beginning, video games used to be very extremely tightly difficult so that they could last longer. Understand where this comes from. Is because they used to be difficult so that they could last longer, because back in the day, there was no way to make longer games. So, you know, we're talking about our parents, and maybe our parents used to play these video games, react as such, and then it got carried to us, and it was up to us to deal with it because of the internet. So that kind of progression doesn't exist anymore, but you can still, it's still relevant. It's still relevant. So don't put every gamer in that position. That's the conclusion of it. And I believe we gotta wrap the show up.
I want to end on a happier note. I want to throw it towards Alex and be like, "Hey, man, you know, I haven't really gotten to know you outside of what we're doing right now. What do you stream? What's your stream like? What are you into, man?"
I mean, I just stream a variety, like a lot of friends of mine, but mostly known for 3 games, which is Mario 64, Smash, and Among Us, I guess. Yeah.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, a little bit, yeah.
Yo, you playing Ultimate?
Wait.
Every night.
Yeah, I play Smash and like Ultimate or Melee.
Oh, nice. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. I'm gonna definitely follow you now, and I'm gonna pass by your show. Well,
yeah, he has a fun community. Every time I go there, it's a travesty, because it's just a clash of energy. And obviously, it's a good time. I'm just saying travesty because it sounds funny. It's a good time because all you see is freaking energy. Just like everybody's just energetic.
I dig it.
Anyway.
I dig it, man. I dig it. Alabama man. I'm gonna say that when I jump on your stream today.
Oh my lord! And And you know what cracks me up though, and I keep telling him this, and I'm saying to his face again for the billionth time, stop multitasking so many things, because he'll be streaming, still trying to learn how to multitask. He'll be doing like 7 different things. He'll be streaming, talking to chat, and I'm just like, stop it. Do 3 things. Don't do 6 things because you can't handle it. You can't handle it.
I mean, I'm I'm known for that. Like, it's
no limited, because the interacting with your chat is important, man. You be like, there was one time I made a comment and you read it like 7 minutes later. I'm like, man, I already went and left, bro. No, I look. This is how many things I limit. I can actually interact with about 9 different things at a time, and I mean like actually interact. But I limit it to about 3 or 4, because that's about the limit to what human capacity can do to keep up with, to interact with. Because you can keep eyes on one thing, verbal on another, and then ears to one thing to another thing. So I keep ear to game, eye to chat, and voice to reply to chat and Discord.
I don't know what you just said, but that sounded amazing.
Yeah. I was gonna say the same.
I've been doing this for 10 plus years, so that's how I figured it out. And it was like around 2016 where I realized that you may be able to multitask further than 3 tasks or 4 tasks, but you shouldn't do it. It's not comfortable. So.
You're not wrong. I mean, it gets stressful at times, but I don't know. I've just been. Since I did graphic design, I've been known for multitasking.
I can relate
Mark,
to that.
what were you streaming yesterday? I was hearing you stream.
I was just streaming Smash Bros, and then we took a break so I could eat some pizza, and we watched.
Hey, pizza! Let's go.
Yeah, of course. We were eating pizza and watching the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, which I haven't seen in like 100 years.
Oh, dude, that's a classic.
Do the Mario!
I didn't realize that they had so many good guest stars. They had Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years on episode 2, and they had some Baywatch chick from on episode 1.
Yeah, which you simped for.
Which is like, whoa, what's up with this show, man? Like that show is all right. The sound effects, the music, they got the music right. They got the sound effects.
Music is definitely nice.
Yeah.
They put wait, Marv, hold on. You were simping for her, and then they put cake on her body. What are you talking about?
Dude, they made her sit in cake. They rubbed cake all over. It was some kinkiness going on there. I can't even say it. But it was the 80s. It was a different time. Like, I can't judge them. But there was definitely some kinky stuff going on there. Lou Albano was... he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. Hey,
Wait a minute. How do you mean I'm funny?
And
Am I funny to you like a clown?
That almost sounded like one of the Three Stooges.
yeah, it did sound like one of the Three Stooges.
Thank you.
Yeah. That show's crazy. That show's crazy. But all right, guys, it's time for So Long.
Ooh,
So
all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the stream. I said stream podcast. Oh my god, I wish it was a stream. We may turn it into a live video soon. Don't know yet, but
we're considering.
We're here. We're considering it. Give us some comments in our social medias to topics you want us to talk about. Thank you so much for listening, and have a good day. This is your boy twitch.tv/SceneFanta. You can find me on social medias through SceneFanta. And here we got
Gnarly Marv, boss of the Bravehearts. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Bravery Arcade. Bravery Arcade on YouTube, and Gnarly Marv on Twitter and everywhere else. Alex, take it away.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Alex, and you can find me on twitch.tv/AlexHero8 and on Twitter, AlexHero15. Right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Afternoon. See you later. Morning, night, evening. Have a wonderful one, and as always, mission complete.
Mission complete.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We await your return, brave hearts.